swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will get the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perez. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So the USC Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid, game.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Sweet punt there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how their defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Looking to get in, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Nice move to keep running. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Perez. Nice move there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly,
and the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It's complete to the left. Spins away from one. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Flying down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Trying to escape and get it himself. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looking to throw on first down. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Perez. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Sands. Bounced off his feet.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown USC. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. This time he's got it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Washington sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Sands. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hester. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give on the option. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on fourth. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Trojans. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sands. Smashes through the tackle. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Quick step and go. Ripping through the defense. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. On the run, it's Myers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
He's going to go down and... to the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Meyer. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Breaks the tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Looking for more room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Now on 2nd down. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.